So, Honkai Star Rail just teased an entirely new character to be released in patch 2.6, and as always, I'm right here ready to make all the craziest lore connections. I'll try to make this super quick. So, Rappa appears to be a Japanese character inspired by a ninja, hello Sakura reference, but I'm also very interested in her enemy, the evil ninja Osaru, or more accurately perhaps, the monkey ninja. Now, immediately my mind goes back to Mikhail and the story about the banana assassin that was hired by a Penacony local to assassinate Mikhail and go for wood in the early stages of their cooperation, after the deaths of Razalina Tiernan and Nunu. After failing to assassinate Mikhail, who beat them in combat, the assassin also targeted Odi Alfalfa, who paid him off with coin and told the assassin to consider assassinating themselves. Initially, I had thought this assassin to be one of the sweet gorillas, but since then we also learned that someone who loves bananas is actually the infamous Genius Society member number 64, Dr. Primitive. This is a famed rival of the Galaxy Rangers, so it all lines up nicely with Rappa's goals to pursue the monkey ninja, potentially a subordinate of his. Perhaps these sweet gorillas are also connected too. Dr. Primitive is a very enigmatic character, but essentially we know he's responsible for a lot of mysterious experiments. Most notably, he seems to dabble in black holes, even going so far as to have invented boots capable of defying gravity and spacewalking, which is pretty handy for escaping black holes. And he is capable of going so quickly through space that inferior technology simply couldn't keep up. He's also associated with a very mysterious faction known as Device IX, which lurks in the empty reflections of void, difficult to be perceived by the material world. Device IX also seems to have a dark web that auctions items, which is where the Doctor's robes appeared. These robes were apparently his, and supposedly had incredible power, and also, apparently, the Assassin Genius Society member number 4, Polka Kakamont, has something to do with Device IX, though at this stage I don't know what that is. Dr. Primitive is responsible for the Crimson Vonwak event of 2155 Amber Era. This is likely something to do with the Demon Kings that spawn on Vonwak every 60 years that the primitive, stone-wielding residents had to combat, until eventually they were saved by outsiders from the stars. Presumably, these are the Galaxy Rangers in pursuit of Dr. Primitive that successfully thwarted his plans there and saved the residents. But eventually he got his revenge, inflicting them with something called degenerative flow, causing them to lose their combat ability. According to Boot Hill, rumours spread that Dr. Primitive turned the Galaxy Rangers into gibbons, which is false, but does confirm Dr. Primitive's connections to primates, as does LaRose's comment about a world marred by Dr. Primitive having all the inhabitants turned into apes through malicious experiments. Since Vonwak, the Galaxy Rangers seem to have recovered since they showed up in Penacony, but I have a bad feeling about this whole situation since we're so close to the Nihility. Some people suspect that the events of Izumo may have also been an experiment of Dr. Primitive's, but that's only a speculation. At the very least, Rappa seems to have Oni horns similar to Acheron's, so there's very likely a connection here, though Rappa may not necessarily come from Izumo. My prediction is that Dr. Primitive is going to be countered by Dr. Ratio, because we know already that Dr. Ratio led the research on the energy black body radiation generator, which is effectively using the radiation from black holes as energy, but may also turn out to be technology that is able to deplete black holes, effectively countering the Nihility. I imagine if this is the case that Dr. Ratio could prove very annoying for Device IX. And this is likely why he was brought along to face the Nihility in Penacony in the first place. I mean, he can capture dimension-hopping phase flames like it's a regular Tuesday, and very likely played a part in figuring out the anti-organic equation, which, by the way, seems to be mastering the equilibrium that controls the universe. At this rate, I'm resigned to just mark down Dr. Ratio as the most sleeper OP character and call it a day, and I'm so serious. Okay, don't forget to subscribe for lore and leave me a like, comment, donate, etc., etc. I'm out. Bye!